Hello, my name is Jeff Stone. I'm a staff engineer with the Freedom Group. We have here our new Gen 2 308 product that is going to be introduced through the DPMS brand name family. We have a new extractor, a dual ejector system, new bolt head design. The weight is similar, about a 3/4 pound heavier than a standard AR-15. We have a new compensating brake on the end of it, which is we're calling a cancellation brake. It works very well, keeps the recoil light on the system. We've got forged upper and lower receivers, as well as the aft section of the gun is standard AR-15 M4 type geometry, so any aftermarket accessories will fit that's on an actual AR, as well as the top of the gun. The height of the gun is the same as the standard AR-15 also, so standard sights, standard configurations. The front end of the gun, you should be able to get most, if not all, of your aftermarket accessory handguards for anything that takes a delta ring should be able to go on the gun.
Alright, basically like we said, this is from the aft section of the gun back. It's standard AR-15 M4 dimensions, so any aftermarket trigger, anything like that is going to work in the gun. Alright, everything's fine there. Longer ejection port to allow more time for the round to pivot out to increase ejection. You got a different deflector with a concave shape here that's going to catch the brass and actually help rotate it out of position and get it out of the gun. This is all part of the attempts to make the gun more reliable, make sure things are going correctly. The bolts have a new geometry. It's a geometry specific to this design, as well as the barrel extension, and what that allows us to do is to keep the bolt head diameter a little bit smaller and yet maintain the integrity and strength that it equals or exceeds the existing LR8 or LR308 type platforms. All right. There's also dual ejectors. Dual ejectors in the gun. The dual ejectors, basically we reduce the stress in each spring by half and make sure we get good reliable ejection out of it. The extractor is a new material that is proprietary, and a new extractor type material for the spring as well that has held up very well. Monolithic Carrier, it's a forged carrier with a inserted gas tube here, and as you can see it takes apart exactly as an existing AR-15 M4 would.
And it's the same diameter?
Same diameter, same diameter. This is a titanium firing pin that's here, and we did that just for mass and for corrosion and those sort of things, make sure we don't have any issues there. One of the subtle features that's in it is the charging handle. We have changed the way that the slot is machined in here. And this section here that normally you might see a failure on an AR-15, you might see one break. In this particular gun, we've increased that strength about 40-45% by the way we machined it. This is a forged 7075 charging handle, forged upper 7075 and a forged lower in 7075.
With the integrated
trigger guard, yes. So it is actually forged into it. Other features on the gun, you look at it, everything has been smoothed and contoured. We have bevels and cuts on the front in case you want to increase your hold here. You've got some finger divots if you want to get a hold of. We took a little extra time with the guarding around it to make sure that we kind of integrated, make sure there's no rough or sharp edges on the gun. And we put a pretty good magnetic flare into the forge itself to make sure that we feed it very well.
And the handguards, you could do standard AR-223 handguards?
It will accept probably 70% of standard AR-223 type handguards. You know, they're not all going to work simply because we had to make some geometric concessions, but it will take the majority of delta ring type snap-on handguards. And the other features I guess we got on the gun, we do have this new brake in the carbine version. We're calling it a cancellation brake due to the way that it ports out. Basically what we're doing is we get about a 25% recoil reduction off the brake itself, but what we do is we're basically shaping the pressure wave coming off the exit gases, and as a result, the pressure wave is going away from the shooter, and you just don't get that concussion like you do with a normal brake.
A few rounds through it?
All right, we'll do.
And now this is where I say, okay, I wanted you to do it exactly the way you did in half the time.
Ears hot.
Use the 8.